Hedera Hbar. So some people, not all, are already leaving Hedera because of the price action or lack of it. Now, I don't think that it is that big of a deal. We will actually be looking at the price action towards the first bit of the video, just to actually talk about what's really going on in the whole market and how Hedera has been performing. But do be smart about this decision, because when you sell, you may not actually be able to buy back in the price that you originally were able to. Of course, it is your decision, so do what you think is best. As always, smash the like button if you do appreciate all of the content that I post out. I do try to post daily news for Hedera and also with Ripple XRP. And if you are new to the channel or are a regular, do drop down in the comments below anything that you want to say. For example, how much HBAR that you hold, or whether or not you are having a good week. It's always good to see the regulars and of course newbies on the channel as well. So let's first address the price action, because some people haven't really been pleased with it so far. It is a green day today on a Thursday. Yesterday we saw red across the board, but I do think we're just seeing a bit more of that momentum because of that pullback that we had from yesterday. So on the day we are up by 7.5%. We started off the day at 0.104, and you'll see over here we did go to 11 cents. Currently, as of now, we are pretty much just trading at 0.112. So we're still doing pretty nice. My price target for HBAR, the bullish price target, was 15 cents. So we're just 4 cents away from that. But if we do go to the downside, then I am looking at that mid-range of the 8 cents. Let's have a look at what Kryptonic Bull has said in relation to HBAR. Now, some people have been put off with the price, but I really don't think that we have been doing too bad at all, considering the fact that we were just trading below 8 cents not so long ago, and actually we couldn't even break up and above that 7 cent mark. So Kryptonic Bull says over here that he loves seeing HBAR and Source having a strong day, despite the fact that Bitcoin took the whole market down. And as we know, when Bitcoin comes down, usually the other altcoins tend to follow. So they may be down, for example, by roughly around about anywhere from 5 to 10% if we do see a massive drop. But even though Bitcoin's price went down into, say, for example, the 60,000 zone, we still saw HBAR being up by 4.17% and trading at 12 cents, and Source up by 4% and trading just below the 17-cent mark. So this is a really good indicator that both of these tokens are pretty strong, despite the fact that Bitcoin has come down in general, meaning that it wasn't following that trend on that day, which is pretty good. And of course, the recent partnerships with Aramco and ExxonMobil through Innovate and Blockchain for Energy are also huge for Hedera. We will be seeing a strong price action for HBAR and Source this year. I mean, do write down in the comment section below what your price targets are for HBAR token this year. I think that after we are able to hit that 15 cent mark, I am looking for 25 cents. That'll be my next price target. Obviously, in the grand scheme of things, for the long term, $1 would be pretty good for HBAR. That would be massive gains for the majority of people, because it would be a 10x. That would be for HBAR and possibly for Source. But if you did get into Source at, let's say, for example, 20 cents, then it would be a 5x from there. But still, it would be a nice 10x for both of these coins if you were able to get in at the 10 cent mark. And so yes, we have seen these partnerships happening, and Hedera was the only ledger technology involved in this Innovate and blockchain. So we have use cases coming out, and we also have more people coming onto the Hedera Governing Council. I think we only have roughly anywhere from 6 to 7 seats left that needs to be filled, either by the end of the year or even next year. There really is no rush in relation to that, but we are seeing more companies onboarding. We have over here that regardless of the price action for HBAR, Hedera has seen tremendous growth in their ecosystem over the past 3 months, and the total value locked has broken new all-time highs multiple times, and DeFi has seen volume we never thought imaginable, and the community is starting to have a voice on expectations and wants. And here is to the rest of 2024 and the things that we will accomplish together. And so you can see just this year in March, we broke past that $150 million. So in terms of the ecosystem, we know that it is growing. We have many projects that are onboarding that have integrated with Hedera. We did actually have a recent one that moved from Polygon or Matic's network over to Hedera. And so that was a good piece of news. And also in terms of the ecosystem, we know that Hedera are showing their commitment to the growth, because if you remember back in January, they did say that they will be allocating $408 million or 4.8 billion H-bar in order to contribute that growth. So we know that the H-bar Foundation are providing that for us, and that was at the time when we had 33 billion transactions on the Hedera mainnet. But since then, over 2 months have passed now, and we are currently at 43 billion transactions on the Hedera mainnet, meaning that we are only 2 billion transactions away from 45 billion. But still, they made that commitment at 33 billion transactions. We have now increased by 10 billion, and so I'm more than sure that we're going to see some massive growth for the ecosystem. And again, when it comes to the projects, for example, with Karate Combat, Saucer Swap that we have, Earthlings Land, there are so many that are coming in the mix that I do believe we have a lot of utility for Hedera. So whilst the price action may be putting a lot of people off, we still have the foundations coming in. And with that being said, we have Charles Hoskinson's, who is the ADA founder of Cardano, and he says at that moment when you realize that the ecosystems that focus on governance will be around for a very long time. And of course, Charles Adkins has noticed this, and it goes without fail that Charles is pretty much a fan of Hedera, and he did say before that he would like to actually have the opportunity to be working with the likes of Hedera and also with Algorand, possibly within the Decentralized Recovery Alliance. Maybe we might have that. He hasn't actually said that in general, but he did say that he would be open to working with Hedera. So who knows what kind of doors would be opening for them. And I think it is pretty exciting that we are seeing another founder and a person in the crypto space actually supporting Hedera. And it's also a good community as well. I think it is pretty positive compared to other crypto communities that we have out there. From Hedera themselves, this tweet came in just at 4 p.m, so roughly around about an hour ago now, and they said that they are excited that they have now officially joined the UK Crypto Asset Business Council, joining the likes of ArchX, Coinbase, Ripple, and Uniswap Labs, and other leading institutions to foster Web3 innovation and growth in the UK. If we have a look at their website, they say over here, empowering innovation and advancing responsibility. There is quite a lot of words in here, so I'm going to basically break it down for you. But the way I see it is in terms of the supporting users, investors, and businesses for the effective policy. All it means is that they're going to be implementing all of this in terms of the policies that we see in the UK, and it's going to enable or shape it in order to make the UK somewhat become more involved in crypto, or that global crypto hub, because they definitely want to become more involved and integrated with it. And so again, you can see we have Kraken, Galaxy, Ripple, Coinbase, ArchX, and Comb Main New. And we have the governance in terms of the structures. So of course, that's going to be happening at Parliament in terms of the policies that they'll be able to make. So Hedera is now a part of that, which is pretty good. Again, it says over here they're going to be educating policy and decision makers to promote collaboration and best practice among the leading industry players and advocate for clear regulation, which is something that we always need to do beforehand. So it is pretty good in terms of getting that clear regulation and the guidance. Is this going to make the price of H-bar go up? Of course not. I doubt it very much. It's just another tick on the to-do list, I think, and in terms of being able to provide that support as well. So coming in from Source, before we have a look at the price action of Saucer Swap, we now have the auto pools being live. So today was the live launch date on the 21st of March. So it's now available for all V2 pools on the Saucer Swap web app. And this new feature streamlines the liquidity provision process, allowing for single token deposits and automatic rebalancing. And as I say time and time again, Saucer Swap do keep on coming out with these updates, but not only that, they make sure that they do what they are saying they are doing, and they are integrating all of this as well within their platform. Hopefully we are able to see the tier 1 centralized exchange listing as well. When it comes to Saucer Swap, I still am keeping an eye on that. Whenever I do have the news, I will let you guys know. So of course, subscribe to the channel. Now let's have a look at the price action of Saucer Swap. We are in the green for today. We are currently trading at 15 cents. We are trading at 0.1528, and we are up by a nice 10.47%, which is what you don't really see in terms of crypto unless you have a massive crazy frenzy and one token, for example, is just up on a roll, right? But when it comes to these types of tokens, they don't really go up that much. So on the 24-hour volume, we are up by 4.34%, and we are trading at $3.16 million. On the 20th, which was yesterday, we were trading at 14 cents. So it is a 1 cent move up from here. And you'll actually see as of today at 8 o'clock in the morning, we did hit that 15 cent mark. For the 7-day chart, if we have a look at where we are down by 11.2%. So today's gains have pretty much been able to counteract what has happened on the 7-day chart, because we did come to that low to 0.1337, which is still not that bad. We were only down by 2 cents, but at the start of the week we were doing quite strong. We opened up at 17 cents on the 14th of March, and then on the 17th of March we did go to 0.1609. We obviously came back down, and now we are making a bit of a rally today, which is nice to see. On the 1 month chart, we are only down by 2.71%. Yes, we have seen this downward trend. We've gone from 23 cents all the way to 13 cents, but still, despite this pullback, we are double where we used to be, which was at that 8-cent mark. Overview for HBAR, we already know we are up by 6% now on the 1 day, but for the 1 week we are down by 10.5%. We did start off the week quite strong as well at 0.127, pretty reasonable, right? And then on the 17th we went to 0.119. Of course, we took a dip, the same as Source and the same as other altcoins on the same day, to 0.0998. Now we're just making that bit of rally in terms of coming back from it. And on the 1 month chart, we are up by 3.9%. So we are trading at 11 cents so far. I mean, to go back to the mid-range of 13 cents, it really is only a 2-cent move up from here. So it shouldn't be that difficult to do if we were able to get a bit more bullish momentum. Guys, if you want daily Hedera and Source swap news, subscribe to the channel and like the video as well.